Hello, my name is Jessica Peacock. I'm an academic and personal counselor at Bergen Community College. Today, I am talking about creating balance amongst the chaos of COVID. This will be a short, about 5-minute video. So given the events we all are experiencing, everything has changed. From our routines, from our separation of work and personal space, our isolation, our typical gatherings, our day-to-day. And that's caused a lot of us to have to be in survival mode. Just get through, wait for things to improve. So with that said, change can bring on the sense of loss and grief. Grief in the sense of not only our loved ones, our personal people in our lives being affected, but grief for what once was in terms of our day-to-day lives, the people we got to saw, the things we got to do. So in a sense, we're grieving in multiple ways right now. And for some, we are not even able to grieve because we may be in the field doing work, right? Essential employees and workers helping us access our basic needs. And many of us who may have lost someone aren't able to grieve as we might without COVID. So as mentioned, our lives, our access to restaurants, activities, gatherings, and it can bring up the sense of feeling stir crazy. People may be experiencing symptoms of grief, which can very similarly connect to when we lose someone. But again, remember the change and loss of our day-to-day. So some quick tips and tricks. It's stuff that I think we all know, but we may put to the back burner. So bringing it to the basics, keep in mind the 4 M's to simplify, and that's maintenance of routine, mindfulness or meditation, meaningful connection, and movement. So many of them are pretty explanatory when you think about them. So routine, sticking to a schedule. Many of us are sleeping in, having to work extra shifts, and everything is, in an upheaval. So try to maintain some sense of a schedule. And while you're doing this, lower your expectations. Instead of having those 10 things on your to-do list, if you're able to get through one, remember you're in survival mode. And also know your boundaries and limits. So what I mean by that is, if you are pulled to do something, check in with yourself to say, can I put this off? Again, you're getting through. You're trying to figure out day by day what this means in your life and what it's demanding of you to do. No one needs to be a perfectionist. We just need to survive and take care of ourselves and our feelings. Mindfulness and meditation, I think this can have a very quick association. But what I mean by this is find something that's your zen, right? Your sense of calm. And this might be a new hobby, an activity. I hear many people are trying to get crafty or these DIY, do-it-yourself type of activities. But also just getting outside, having lunch outside, taking a quick walk, in a socially appropriate way right now based on the guidelines from the CDC, or meditate. There are some great apps, Insight Timer, Shine, Calm. If you just pull up your app store, they are free. And these are great ways to do a quick check-in with your internal state. I highly recommend. But again, everyone has their own way in which they feel calm. So keep in mind what works for you. Meaningful connection. So as I said before, many of us are feeling disconnected, isolated. We're not able to get together. So find ways that you're able to do that within reason, and that's socially appropriate, again. And that may be FaceTime, social media, reaching out to someone that you haven't talked to in a while, checking in on them. Trivia games are a big thing now on Zoom. Do something together, bake a dish together if the people in your house, plan a movie night. I know many people are trying to do that at a distance. And there's also a lot of virtual meetings still in place, Alcoholics Anonymous. There's a lot of spiritual or religious gatherings still happening virtually, if that's something that connects to, a wish of yours. So making meaningful connection and time to talk, as much as we might feel isolated, we ourselves may continue that. But if you're able to push yourself a little bit to just reach out, There's plenty of ways to still connect. They're not what we would want or need, and they're not ideal, but just a way to get us through, because we're all in this together. Movement. So move your body, however you're able to. If that means walking around the room, stepping outside, yoga, walk, stretching, there's tons of things on the internet. And again, after all of what I've said, I think the importance is to reach out. Bergen Community College employees are still accessible, personal counselors included. So please reach out. There's the email here. Crisis text line is a great resource. If you or someone you know is in danger, there's a screening program for mental health that would have someone come to your house. That's the 201-262 help number. New Jersey Hope Line is a support to reach out to, as well as the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. I hope that this was a check-in and reminder to take care of yourself and informed you of how to reach out if you didn't. But we are here for you. I hope to hear from you if you are in need, and please take care. I'm sending my thoughts to everyone.